Hey, what's up guys? It's been a while since I've done a movie review. Just recently moved houses. I'm in a whole other city. I've got a whole new office and a backdrop behind me. I like it. It's pretty cool. So I recently had a chance to actually go see a movie. It's been like over a year since I've done a movie review just because life kind of just ran me completely over. Didn't have a chance to go out and see anything pretty much for the entire year. But I just recently saw Annabelle Creation this past weekend. So Annabelle Creation is directed by David Sandberg. He's the same guy who gave us Lights Out, I think a year or two ago. Pretty decent horror movie. Annabelle Creation is a prequel to a prequel of this new series of Conjuring scary movie universe. Well, I'll tell you my thoughts on Annabelle Creation. The mood, the tone, the visuals, the sound, the music, it all really fit very well. It was creepy, it was scary, had some jump scares, had some traditional suspenseful horror, which is actually what you want to see when you go watch a horror movie. You don't want to just have 90 minutes of shit jumping out in front of the camera and trying to scare you just because something is very loud. But this movie actually starts to play with your sensibilities a little bit about what you believe in. It goes through, the horrible loss of a child, which is the whole context behind this Annabelle doll becoming possessed. The father is a doll maker, which is, he makes creepy fucking dolls, and I'm like, who or why would anybody buy these things? But he has a little daughter, and she gets run over, unfortunately, in a really tragic accident, and then it kind of just cuts. The one problem about this movie is that it jumps around a little bit and it throws you off center, which is probably a good thing. It keeps you on guard a little bit. You eventually get to this point where the father and mother become, like an orphanage for these, young girls who are all orphaned. They open up their home to them, and then right off the bat, as soon as that whole context is established, they start with scary shit. The girl who's suffering from polio, the main girl in the trailer, she starts seeing things inside the house, and the dad is fucking creepy as shit. You don't really know what to make about him. And then all of a sudden, you get to a point where they come across the Annabelle doll. The doll is in this closet, and it's, being protected by a bunch of scripture because these are religious folks, and so you could tell something awful went down, but you don't really get to see what actually happened and how this doll was inhabited by a demon spirit until near the end. That's kind of the problem I have. It was a little boring. It was a real slow burn all the way up until the last third part of the movie, and then all this stuff actually starts happening, and from that point, the tone of the movie was just really weird. It was this real slow, creepy burn, some jump scares, some suspenseful stuff, and then all of a sudden, it's just a race to the end of the movie. And the way they tie the movie up is by linking it to that first Annabelle movie that everybody hated in 2014. And so you see, they're really trying to get behind what they're doing here with this whole Conjuring movie universe. I like it. I'm a big fan. I like the first one. I like Conjuring 2, even though it was a weaker movie. I even like that Annabelle thing that we had a couple years ago, even though it kind of sucked. So my overall thoughts on Annabelle was, it was a decent horror movie. It's doing very well financially. It's in the second week of release, and it's already topping $80 million domestic, which by any standard, I think is probably a really good benchmark for success. If you haven't seen Annabelle Creation, it's in its second week. Go out and see it. The worst thing that's going to happen to you is you're going to be sitting next to some asshole who can't keep their mouth shut, or just shoveling popcorn in their face and making a bunch of noise. That always happens to me when I go see a movie, especially a horror movie. It's like people just don't give a shit about film in general. They go out and they make noise, bring their fucking kids to a scary movie, and the kids are screaming. It's annoying. If you're watching this and you have a 5-year-old and you're going to take it to Annabelle, I just want to say F you, alright? You suck as a person, and you'd be ashamed of yourself. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is really just a quick review of the Annabelle movie. Just my thoughts, my overall feelings. Would I recommend it? I would recommend it. Overall, if you haven't seen Annabelle, I would definitely recommend going and seeing it. Great date night movie. It's a decent horror film in general. You won't have your money wasted by it. If you're easily frightened by films or religious iconography or demons and ghosts and that kind of stuff, you might want to go see it because it might actually give you a good scare. It'll actually stick with you for a while because some of those images in this movie and some of the things that happen in terms of the demon coming to life and attacking people, it'll fuck with you for a while. It'll actually make you want to keep the lights on when you're sleeping. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching my movie review, checking out my channel. I don't know why I keep doing this, but it's a lot of fun. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Later.